Hey Dad, have you ever had a moment that completely changed your life? You knew that it would never be the same? And no, I'm not talking about that time you ate that slice of pizza in New York City. I'm talking about those moments in your life when you look back and go, I'm a different person because of that moment. In May of 2003, I had two of those moments nearly back to back. And in my moments, there's actually a moment for you today. Let me explain. The first moment was May 16th, 2003. It was the first day I held my newborn son, my first child, this amazement, this beautiful creation, this little baby I'm holding in my hand, so happy and so joyful, yet at the same time, completely terrified. Like, oh man, I have no idea what I'm doing. What's next? How am I going to raise him? How am I going to teach him all the things I need to teach him? How am I going to help him? How am I going to help him grow into a man? How much does car insurance cost for a 16-year-old? Less than 2 weeks later, I received an email confirming a diagnosis that I'd been dreading my entire life. A diagnosis that confirmed that I probably wouldn't live to see 60, and even most of my 50s wouldn't be a whole lot of fun. I lost the genetic flip of a coin and had the same disease that my grandpa died of at 61, that my dad passed away of at 53, that my uncle died of at 58. And that email was a diagnosis that essentially said, it's terminal and your life will be cut short. In dealing with that diagnosis, it caused my wife and I over the last nearly 20 years to do some things differently. We said yes to some things we probably wouldn't say yes to. Why? Because we know life is short and we should do those things now while we can and while my health will still allow. We said no to some things that we probably would have normally said yes to, because why move across the country, climb a corporate ladder, why chase money, title, and status when at the end of the day, you're not going to be able to enjoy the fruits of that kind of life. It was through that diagnosis that I gained some clarity and some focus for everything I did. It was in that clarity and focus I wrote a letter to my boys. 10 sentences to tell them everything I wanted to tell them. If I wouldn't be here to see them grow up, short of that, I wasn't sure and not sure I'm going to see them get married. Not sure I'm going to see grandkids. So what did I want to communicate? It was all in the letter. Everything from how to love and interact with their mom, to their wife, to their role as leaders with their brothers and nephews and other relatives and friends, to the men that I'm going to bring around them to show them how to live in case I don't, to giving them my definition of manhood and what I want to call them to how to embrace and live out faith in a way that is genuine and real to them. All of that was wrapped up in the letter. I also have a goal that I want every son to receive a letter from their father or some male influence in their life. And I want every father to write a letter to their son or some young boy that they have impact and influence over, because Dad, you know as well as I do that the moments and the time go by like that. Next thing you know, they're in double digits and now, holy cow, they're a teenager. I wonder when the eye rolling will stop and Jesus take the wheel. Now they're 16 and they're done with high school, and next thing you know, college is over and they're getting married tomorrow. And now it's, wow, I'm a grandpa. How did it happen so fast? There's so much we wanted to say, but we never did. And in my moments, there's a moment for you, because I want to encourage and inspire you to write a letter, because there are words that only a man can speak to a young boy, that only you can impact on them. My dad's been gone nearly 9 years. Not a day goes by I don't miss him. Not a day goes by, even now at 42, I wish I would receive a letter from him, sharing his heart, speaking to mine. Now I know what you're thinking. It's too late. It's too late. He's already out of the house. He's full grown. He's married. He has kids of his own. I wish I would have. I should have. I regret. Listen to me. There's an old Chinese proverb that says the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time to plant a tree, that's today. Dad, it is never too late. As long as you still have breath in your lungs, it is not too late to write a letter to your son. I promise He will want to hear from you. Don't wait for a diagnosis. Don't wait for a crisis. Don't wait till things are perfect and you feel like you have it all together. Don't wait. Now's the time, because life is too short and because your son is too important. Now's the time to pick up the pen and start writing.